You may be wondering, how much can you sell a residential assisted living business for? So let's dive in. In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever. Hey, it's Isabel from the Assisted Living Network, and it's time to talk about business valuations when it comes to RAL. Typically, business valuations are different based on what type of business we're looking into. For some businesses, like a big box, it might be a price per bed based on the real estate and the business. Other businesses base their valuations off of cap rate. For RALs, we don't want to look at anything under a 12 cap or a 12% capitalization rate when evaluating a deal. Some businesses, like tech, they use a multiple of the gross income. And other businesses, typically ones that use brokers, to do some form of base value plus a multiple per bed, maybe a multiple of 5 or 10 per bed. And when you ask the broker how they came up with this, it's literally pulled out of thin air. There's no method to that valuation method. And unfortunately, if a seller starts working with a broker like this, someone who sold them a dream, now they think that their business is worth a lot more than it really is, and they get stuck on that number. And they will either wait and have their business start falling apart in the meantime, or they will get consistently disappointed when low offers continue to trickle in. The true and correct way to value an RAL business is to use a multiple of the EBITDA, typically 2 to 5 times, and the real estate. They're oftentimes two separate transactions, but sometimes bundled together. When running the numbers, the seller is going to present certain numbers based off of the way they've been running the business. And the buyer is going to have to recast the numbers, adding in things like marketing, landscaping, chefs, supplies, activities, if those were not already accounted for. And eliminating things like that extra cell phone, the Mercedes in the driveway, and the grocery bill. Once they've come down to a true scope of the P&Ls that they can both agree on, now it's time to finance the pursuit. Some sellers may be willing to seller finance, and with the dollar becoming less and less powerful, this could be a beautiful way to go about this. Others may want to work with SBA 7A loans or hard money lenders or private money lenders, and some of you may even want to do a syndication for a deal like this. The important thing for you to know is that when it comes to valuation, brokers don't always know best, unfortunately. So do your own research and educate yourself. It's typically 2 to 5 times the EBITDA plus the real estate cost. And at the end of the day, it's always worth what someone is willing to pay. And if this is going to get you in the game and get you up and running faster and cash flowing sooner, it may be worth you paying on the higher end of these things. Don't look at anything unless it has a 12% cap rate or more. And be prepared to rerun the numbers. Things aren't always as they appear. If you're curious about how to value these businesses and want to work with us, we cover business valuation in depth at our live 3-day training. So I want you to grab a seat at the next event. The link to register is in the show notes. And if you're looking to sell your care home, remember, the best deals are never publicly listed. So give us a call and we'll help you discreetly find a buyer that works for you. Don't forget to like and share this episode and follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network. I'll see you next time.